Hey guys, today I'm sharing a recipe that is super close to my heart, and that is rosemary grilled lamb chops. As a New Zealander, learning how to cook lamb is kind of a must, and these chops were always on our family table for Christmas, Easter, and summer cookouts. The chops are marinated in a fresh garlic and rosemary mix and then grilled to perfection in just about 3 minutes per side, so it's a very quick and easy recipe. And when you pair them with my homemade mint applesauce, which I'll also show you how to make, the flavor is unforgettable. So let me show you how to make them. To get started, we'll make the marinade for the lamb, and it's really quite easy. Just add a 1/4 cup of olive oil to a small bowl along with 3 minced garlic cloves. Then add 1 tablespoon of finely chopped fresh rosemary, and you really do need fresh rosemary rather than dried rosemary in this recipe for the best flavor, in my opinion. And lastly, you'll add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt and 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Then stir that all together. For the lamb chops, you'll need 1 rack of lamb, which is 8 chops, and it should look a little something like this from the butcher. But in order to grill the lamb, you need the lamb chops all separated, like so, and it's easy to do with a sharp chef's knife. Just slice between the bones and try to keep an even amount of meat on each side. Once your lamb chops are all separated, add them to a baking dish and pour the marinade on top. Make sure both sides are well coated in the marinade, and of course, I just dive in with my hands to do this, but you could use a silicone brush as well. Then marinate the lamb chops for about 30 minutes or so in the fridge. Now, while my lamb is marinating, I'm going to quickly whip up my mint applesauce. When I was a kid, my mom always served mint jelly with lamb, and I'm sure you guys know the stuff I'm talking about. It was fluorescent green in color and slightly reminiscent of green slime, and let's not even delve into the ingredient list on it. So as an alternative, I created this mint applesauce that's 1/2 cup packed of mint leaves, 3 sprigs of parsley, 1 Granny Smith apple that's cored and sliced, 1/3 cup olive oil, and 1 tablespoon fresh lemon juice. Then just blend that up until it looks like applesauce and transfer it into a serving container. It is the most delicious minty applesauce and pairs beautifully with these grilled lamb chops. All right, so let's get to grilling these chops. Heat an outdoor grill or indoor grill pan on medium-high heat, and do make sure to oil the grates or pan as well to prevent any sticking. Place the lamb chops on the grill and push them down to make sure there's good contact. Grill the lamb chops for about 3 minutes, then flip them over and grill the other side for another 3 minutes. The internal temperature should be about 135 degrees Fahrenheit for a medium rare texture. Though honestly, I never take the temperature on these because they do cook so quickly, so if you just set a timer for 3 minutes on each side, they'll turn out pretty darn perfect every time. And do remember that they will continue to have carryover cooking after you remove them from the grill. Remove the lamb chops to a serving plate, and before serving them up for guests, I like to add a few more little sprigs of rosemary to give a nod to the flavor in the chops, and because it's just green and pretty. And even if you don't make the mint applesauce and you serve them up plain or even with store-bought mint jelly, and no, I won't judge you if you do, just know that they'll still be delicious either way. The simplicity of that garlic rosemary flavor on top of juicy lamb chops is just such a winning combination. But if you do want to serve them up with my mint applesauce, you can let guests either add some to a plate or dollop it straight onto a chop, which is what I'm doing for these two that I am now ready to dig into. There is definitely something about the smell of this cooking that is just so nostalgic for me. And I like to call them just little lamb chop lollipops because you just kind of pick it up like a lollipop and put it in your mouth. So good, so amazing. Especially with the mint applesauce on top. It has just like that refreshing bite along with the garlic and rosemary. Now during Christmas, we would often go visit relatives in New Zealand during the holidays, and this was a perfect recipe to toss on the grill outside. Though if the weather is warm, I think we've got some sunshine today and we've got Easter right around the corner, this is a perfect recipe for Easter as well. So you can grill it outdoors or you can do it indoor on a grill pan as I showed you today. And you can easily double this recipe, and I kind of recommend that you do because they do disappear fast. You just pop them in your mouth and then you want another one and another one. So you can easily double the recipe. And if you're serving this up for the holidays, I've got a whole slew of holiday side dishes on my website, but you could do something like roasted asparagus, you could do my honey glazed carrots, and a whole bunch more. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lamb chops recipe and video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and after you've made this, give it a 5-star review over on the website. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.